Political eyes are on the New Hampshire primary today.
And some might be wondering how this election year might impact people's finances. So we're asking our money expert for some insight.
Yeah, Bruce Helmer joins us now. And Bruce, I'm really happy that you are doing this topic because I've been thinking a lot about this recently because there is a lot of sort of anxiousness or anxiety and volatility at this time.
A lot of people do. And I think, you know, we were talking off air, we've become so polarized politically. And so because we are, everyone's afraid that if their candidate, whoever that may be, doesn't win, the stock market's going to crash. And both sides think that, and history shows it really doesn't happen. It's really much ado about nothing.
Do we think that the markets, I mean, you're not making the case that regulation and policies and things like that don't affect the markets.
No,
they do.
No,
right?
Policies can impact the market, but one person can only do so much. We live in a republic, there's Congress, there's Senate, and getting things done, getting things passed, as most people know, isn't that easy. So one person doesn't have that much power. And also long term, the markets are going to go up. They just are. If you remember what you're investing in when you invest in the stock market, you're investing in companies. And if you're investing in smart, innovative, well-run companies, they will increase in value over time. Can public policy impact the share price in the short term? Maybe, but long term they're going to go up in value. They always have, they always will.
We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but history does provide sometimes a few clues. Can you go a little deeper into what you were just talking about in terms of election year and then what happens right after the election?
So I don't want to oversimplify this, but historically there seems to be a pattern that presidential election years are very volatile because people are nervous about the election. Then when the election's over, more often than not, there's an uptick late in the year. Doesn't matter who wins, just the fact that now there's clarity and Wall Street knows who the president is going to be, that seems to help the market late in the year. Now again, I'm not guaranteeing that if you go invest the day after the election, the stock market's going to go up immediately, but that tends to be the long-term history pattern.
And the reality is we've seen tremendous volatility, but just in an upward direction. So there's a lot of up and down over the last several years. Is that because of politics, or is that because investors have become so emotional instead of really digging into company finances?
Yes, all the above. The market is often driven by human emotion. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If people are positive, it goes up. If they're negative, it goes down. But again, that's short-term. Long-term, markets increase in value. And I point to this all the time. When the market crashed in October of 2007, the Dow was trading at about 14,000. By March of 09, it was at 6,500 and some change. The Dow today is at over 29,000. It's more than doubled since the crash. So again, the story is long-term money should be in stocks. Short-term money should not, because it can be volatile in the short term.
And
that's irregardless of an election year or not.
And that will depend on where you are and how close you are to retirement. I mean,
what's your time horizon and when you're going to actually want to use that money?
So when you hear the doomsday predictions, well, look how good the economy has been, how good Wall Street has been. Well,
the doomsdayers are always out there, Jason. They're usually trying to sell something, and they can say, look, I called the crash of 2007, and that might be true, but they called 27 crashes that never happened. Even a stop clock is right twice a day. Don't get scared by the doomsdayers.
All right. Good
Bruce,
stuff to think about. Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you. You can see Bruce here on Mid-Morning. It's every Tuesday. You can also get more financial advice on his show. It's called Your Money on WCCO Radio. It's on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. And if you have a financial question, just give this number a call, 888-6-ADVICE. Just leave a message and Bruce might answer your question on his show.